Shalom, shalom, it's Melanin Wisdom here, giving all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. I just wanted to make a real quick video. Well, it's not going to be all that quick, but kind of quick. I'm actually working on an order right now, and it is for an infant right now. I'm working on a skirt, a custom skirt with a onesie, and I just kind of wanted to show y'all the process of making it. Now, the skirt is pretty much, I have already pretty much stitched it together. It's a little satin skirt. And it's gonna have some tulle over it with some pretty little bows, and this is the actual shirt that goes with it, the little onesie shirt. But she wanted a custom shirt, so she didn't want it to say the daughter of Zion. She actually wanted it to say, I'm sorry, I'm struggling here. Ooh, there we go. Princess of Zion is what she wants hers to say. But basically, it'll look just like this, but it'll say Princess of Zion on there. But I'm gonna bring y'all with me for the final steps of this skirt and just kind of show y'all how I'm working and how I'm making it. Before I get started, I did want to say we did make a Shabbat video, and we've been struggling all week to get this video uploaded. Esau keeps shooting it down every time we get ready to upload it. It's the upload error. Then it's like the phone is hacked, it's tapped, it's been hacked, it's been tapped. And we know that's the case. Esau is just not allowing this video to come up, but we are still working on it. So our past Shabbat video will probably, hopefully we can go ahead and get it up by tomorrow. And then we'll also be releasing a new Shabbat video. So don't think that we didn't make it. We did make it. We just struggling to get it up. Esau always got to fight. He always got to fight us on the word of God. So with that being said, just keep watching. I'm going to let y'all watch me as I continue to make this skirt. So I'm going to set it here. Hopefully y'all can see pretty good. Hold up. Let's get it set up. Alrighty. Turn it right there. Just kind of catty corner my table. Okay, so this is where we are so far. I have already cut, stitched the skirt. This is the inside of the skirt, so it's a nice little cotton fabric on the inside, so it feels real nice and smooth on the baby's skin. And then on the outside, it's a pretty beautiful little pink satin. It is going to be tulle going over this, which is right here. I already stitched that as well. So this is tulle. If you didn't know what tulle was, this is it. It's already ready to go. So basically, that'll go over the skirt like that, you know, just to make it a little fancy. But I'm not gonna keep talking. I'm gonna just let y'all watch me keep sewing. So I stopped off at the part where I need to go ahead and stitch together the elastic bands to go ahead and create the waist. This skirt did not take that long because, you know, I've been making them, and, you know, practice makes perfect. So the more you make, the more efficient you'll be, the better you should be getting at whatever it is that you're doing. You should be getting better each time you do it. But, yeah, so it's going to take this off. I'm going to just stick this right onto my little fabric so I don't lose it. Okay. And so for this part, I like to use the zigzag stitch so it doesn't come undone, like, you know, wear and tear over time, the stitch come undone. If you do the zigzag, you're going to be good to go. It's going to last for a while, where it won't come on, the stitches won't come undone. So I'm just pull that, give myself a little room, and go ahead and get it in here and stitch it. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I hope so. My big old sleeves. Oh, and FYI, by the way, this is my custom hoodie. I'm making custom hoodies for, you know, fall and winter. It's got the little hood on here. Sorry, y'all, I'm struggling today. So it's got the little fur hood. It comes with the hair wrap, as y'all can see. So this will be up in my shop. And it also comes with the pretty fluffy sleeves on the end for the daughters of Zion, if y'all like that. And of course, it's gonna come with fringe. You can choose what color fringe you want, or if you don't really like because this is more like a cream. And if you could see, it's got the little gold sprinkles. So if y'all like that, y'all can order it. It'll be up in my shop. most likely, probably, I'll just say by tomorrow it'll be up in the shop. But let's keep on going with the skirt. Make sure I stitch this the right way, because I do not want to stitch it then have to take it down and redo it. Alrighty. Okay. All right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get that stitch going. The zigzag stitch it is very efficient with elastic banding. As I said before, it's harder for it to come undone versus just a straight stitch. You know, if y'all can kind of understand that, and I'll show you. Okay, here's my scissors. Okay, so that's the stitch I'm telling y'all about right there. If you can see it, the little zigzag stitch. So it's harder, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot harder for it to come undone. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit and then go ahead and sew it. Sew the seam together and keep moving right along. So let's just pull that and see what the waistline is looking like. Make sure it's not too loose. And make sure it's not too tight either. This is for a 6 to 9 month old. And so I do my measurements. I go by like a standard measurement chart, or either I'll buy, you know, infant clothes and kind of size it like that. But so this is the skirt, and add the 3 inches of fringe to it, because it's a pretty pink fringe that's go on the bottom of the skirt. So it'll definitely be long enough. Let's just gather that waist together a little bit better. And you see it's a little bulky right there. That's because I have to stitch the seam. I haven't stitched the seam yet. So once I stitch it, see how that go away. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stitch that together and keep moving right along. Okay. It's really not, I know this is coming from someone who loves to sew and I'm pretty gifted at it. Like, I don't use sketches. I literally see an image in my head and I can create it. If I know that just sounds like that's kind of odd, but no, it's not odd. It's a gift. The Most High blessed me with this gift where I literally see the image in my head and then I can make it. That's how I make a lot of my stuff. Like this hoodie, I seen the image in my head. I knew how I wanted the sleeves. I didn't want it like a regular hoodie. I wanted it kind of classy, you know. And I sewed it after I got done seeing it in my head. And it came out exactly as I pictured it. So that's just a blessing. We got to learn to tap into the gifts that the Most High blessed us with and manifest them, you know, perfect them. Use them to glorify the Most High's name. You know, and don't use them for wickedness and for this world, but to use them to glorify the Most High's name. And I don't like that they kind of snagged a little bit when I just stitched that, but you can't barely see it, but I still don't like the fact that it's snagged. That's the only thing about satin. You got to be very, very careful. And again, because I got that tool going over there, you can barely see it. Like, it's right there. It's a little bit snagged. But once I stitch that tool on there, you won't see it at all anyways. So that's the skirt. I'm going to put that to the side and roll these big old sleeves up so we can get down, get nitty and gritty. Because I got to start doing the bows and the tool. And for real, I'm getting hot. I don't even know why I put a hoodie on, but you know what? I get hot, then I get cold, and I get hot, then I get cold, so that's why. So I got some smaller elastic band, and all we are going to do is put this in a sewing machine. Let's catty corner that a little bit so y'all can see. Like right there, okay. See me do it, so Just take your little elastic banding. I mean, you could put it in the inside, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna put it right there. And I'm gonna put it on my sewing machine and start sewing. So what this is gonna do, obviously, is gather the tulle together and give it a ruffle type look. That's the look I'm looking for right now. Back stitch and keep going. Now that I'm stitching, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should have just took it between there and gathered it. I think I will. So I'm not gonna edit this, y'all. Y'all gonna have to sorry, y'all gonna have to watch me take this back down because I'm not liking it. And actually it was longer than the skirt. So I may not have to put y'all through that torture of watching me undo this. So let's see. Let's see if I don't have to do that because of the measurement. Because I did measure it big, and I always do, just to give wiggle room if I mess up. You feel me? And it's plenty of room. See that? So I'm not gonna torture y'all and make y'all watch me take that down. I'm gonna just snip that off of there. And keep going. I really didn't like the gathering on there. I don't know. I just didn't like the gathering, how it was looking. So the way we'll do it, because I'm freestyling this as we go. There is a certain way that I do it, but I kind of did it different this time when I made this skirt. So I'm kind of freestyling as I go. But the end product will be exactly the same as the skirt that's in my shop. It will look exactly the same. It's just a different process that I'm taking. So you see that? I got my little needle. I got my elastic band. So I really didn't even have to stitch it, which anytime I can do something I don't have to stitch, like that makes me very happy. So go ahead and pull that. Put it through. I should have did it that way, not being double-minded, you know. I should have did it that way in the first place because it did cross my mind to do it that way. It was just simpler and easier, but you know, sometimes we make stuff hard on ourselves, and I gotta be so technical sometimes, you know. But we are about done. So, like so. Okay. Struggling a little bit. All right, there we go. Now, the next step will be bring the little pretty skirt back. And we'll lay that on top of here. It looked like that stitch came undone right there. Might want to go back over that on the end. I'll do it once I've gathered the elastic banding. So, let's see how much we need. You just got to keep working with it until you get it how you want it. And I'm trying to speed it a little bit because I don't want this video to go super long, because it really doesn't take that long to make this skirt. So right here, and you see how it's still a little extra? So we're gonna fix that by pulling it and gathering it together more, because we don't want that extra. We want it to perfectly fit on the skirt, like so. See that? Look how pretty and cute that is. Like, when I start making these baby clothes, I looked at my husband, he was like, don't even think about it. Like, start having that baby fever. Yeah, but that baby fever went away real quick. my baby's 6 and all that crying and stuff, Lordy, I'll pass. Okay, so I'm thinking, I don't want to make it too tight, but I do want to, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking too much. I need to focus on doing what I'm doing here, but I really want to show y'all as I do it. So that's why I'm talking like this, okay? So just bear with me, if you will. Bear with me. And I'm thinking I like that. I'm thinking I like that measurement right there. It's not too big. It's not too bulky. It's actually perfect, in my opinion, you know. This is my creation, so I think it's perfect in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Do we like that? Do we like how that looks? I think it's very adorable. Alrighty, let me stop playing, y'all. I'm playing around. So that's where we're gonna cut that off at, right there. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. So snip that on off. Get it out the way. Take off this safety pin. And honestly, really, because put that pin there. Because of how thin this elastic banding is, you don't gotta stitch it. You really don't. So I'm not going to. I'm literally, I'm gonna have to sew that. I don't like how that's walking up like that. No, we gotta have some order here. All right, I'm just gonna knot it. I'm gonna knot it because I'm getting ready to stitch it on the skirt anyway. So, and then it's so fine, like you really don't. Right there, like it's fine. You see that? It's not gonna come undone. Y'all see that? And I'm gonna cut that excess off so it ain't no bulkiness at the end, like that. And bring that on down to close it. Get that closure on there. Right there. I'm gonna tuck that because you don't want that, you want it to be seamless, meaning you don't want any fraying or any of that going on. The thing about satin that I've been learning as I work with it, I'm perfecting it. I'm starting to perfect it because it was like a struggle for me. So I'm just like, you know what? Satin is hard. It's hard to cut straight. It's hard to cut even. And then it do all this fraying, and like if you do not stitch it right, you'll stitch it but it'll still fray. So I learned, you know, by practicing, I learned a technique where it doesn't do that on me anymore. So let's keep going. Back stitch it. And what you don't want to do at this point, because we already got the elastic banding in there, you want to make sure when you stitch this together to give it a nice seamless look, is do not stitch the elastic band. If you stitch the elastic band, you are taking away that elasticity that you're going to need to stretch around that waist. So you want to be very careful when you're stitching it, that you don't stitch that band. You don't want to stitch the band. So this is what we looking like. This is what we have. That is just so freaking adorable. That is so cute. All right, so I'm gonna go back in because it's a little, I don't know what happened here, but yeah, we're gonna stitch that again right there. And keep it moving right along. Once I get this finally, I'm sorry y'all, I'm trying to get it together here. Once I get this together, we can go ahead and stitch it on the skirt. So another easier way is to just pull the material taut. I know it's kind of hard to see it, y'all, but I'm trying my best to do this and pay attention to what I'm doing and show y'all at the same time, because this is the order and I'm definitely not trying to mess up and have to start from scratch. So I gotta focus on doing what I'm doing while I'm trying to show it to you. And I don't know how many took art in school, if you was any good at art. But if you can remember, once you graduated to your 3D art class, they would always tell you there's no mistakes in art. And so I'm saying that to say art, sewing is very similar to art. It's your own creation that you're creating and you're making. And so therefore, if you make an error, a good artist can clean it up. And you can never make a mistake in art. You can clean it up. You know, you can fix it. You can go in different avenues after you mess up, or so-called mess up. So, alrighty. Did I still miss a little piece? Yeah, I missed one small little piece right here. So we're gonna put that back under the sewing machine and stitch it real fast. Keep it moving, because we are at, this video is going longer than I wanted it to go. Okay. Right there. Get your back stitch. And shout out and shalom to everybody who has supported my shop on Etsy, man. Like, thank y'all. Thank you so much. If you bought from me, thank you so much for showing y'all support and y'all love and supporting our people, you know, because we are a nation. We got to come together in unity and support one another. I'm going to make a separate video because I said I have hit multiple benchmarks that I had for myself, just like goals, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about all that, the money and all that, nah, because I'm doing this for the Most High. So all praises be to him. All glory be to the Most High Yahweh. But I do want to share some benchmarks and stuff that I made for myself that I've achieved. Like, I surpassed it. And I was supposed to make a video as soon as that happened. And I haven't made it yet. Because it was like I was watching to hit 100 sales. And it was getting real close to 100 sales. And then next time I checked it, it had surpassed 100 sales. It was really, really quick. I've been getting a lot of orders lately here. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that's supporting my shop and continue to support my shop. Thank you. That's love. That's real love, man. We got to support each other. Okay, so at this point, we got the whole little toolie tool going. We are going to put that over the skirt. Like so. Make sure everything is sitting right so you can go ahead and sew it. And I'm sewing it right at the top. I don't want that double layer. And besides, like in my shop, I don't advertise it to sit like that, like double. It sit right there at the top of the skirt. So I'm gonna literally make it how I advertise it in my shop. I don't want to switch it up. People be like, I ordered this, and girl, you sent me this. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And one thing I like to share is when I'm being creative, like I'll be making something and I'll be like, oh, that is so nice. Like, that's how I wanted it. And then all of a sudden I start adding and changing some stuff. And now I got a whole new, you know what I'm saying? A whole new thing going. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna just stick this under here. I just want to make sure it's right before I start sewing. Okay, I think I'm gonna just sew right there at the top. And there we go. Now, while you're sewing this, you don't want to, there's no need to stretch it out, you know, like stretch, pull while you're sewing, because you already have the gather that you want. And my nail, it feel like it's trying to snag, so that's not cool. I don't want it to snag this material. But yeah, don't stretch it as you're sewing. Just keep going. Let it do its own thing. And just keep rotating as you stitch. Y'all, we are almost done with the skirt. I know it's going a little long, and it was not supposed to go this long. We are almost done though. Bear with me, have some patience. Trying to teach y'all a few things here. It's been a very busy last week and a half, 2 weeks here with me. A lot been going on. But all praises be to the Most High Yahweh. You know, because he gonna keep his regardless. All right. I know I'm moving a little slow, but again, like I said, I don't want to rush this thing. I want it to be right. I'm almost done though. I'm actually working on a few other new projects, creations that'll be up in my store. If y'all haven't been to my shop lately, check it out. I got some new stuff up in there. And like I said, it takes time to build it up, to build up my inventory, because everything that you see in there, I'm hand making it, you know. So it takes time when you're working by yourself. But don't despise small beginnings. And you have to work unto the Lord. You have to dedicate your work unto the Lord, the Most High, and he'll bless you. And I don't know why, but I always lose my scissors when I'm working. It's kind of annoying, actually. I'm kind of liking the style, or not the style, but I'm kind of liking the way I made this skirt. Because there's different ways, you know, that you can make it. As I said in the beginning, I'm making it a different way than I made it the first time, but the overall end product will be the exact same skirt, but I just took a different avenue this time with making it, you know, to see if it's quicker, easier this way versus the other way. You know, it's a learning process. You want to be self-sufficient, and you also want to be wise with your time. So if you can find a way to be sufficient with what you're doing and good time management, you got it going on. Okay, I'm at the end. Back stitch it. Hey, that is so super duper cute. Alrighty. Yeah, I really like that. Look how professional that looks. That is just so gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. That's the inside. I know I got some little thread I need to cut though. And I'll clean all that up, you know, but I'm just showing y'all. So this is the outside of it. Let's pull that tool down so you can see. So that's the back, of course, because you see the seam where it goes down. So that's the back. And then I added the little tool on there when I made the skirt, because I was just like, you can make it a little princessy, you know, add some little things. So this skirt is not done. It is almost done, but this is pretty much the product and what it looks like. So I'm gonna let y'all finish watching the last little touches of the skirt. And then I'm gonna have to even it up because I see a little bit of tulle, a little bit uneven. So we have blue tulle that goes on the skirt, and obviously So here's the onesie. That's the onesie. Daughter of Zion. It got the crown and it got the pretty little tulle bow up there. So the blue is to match the onesie. So I'm gonna show y'all what I do. I only put 5 bows on here. So the way that I make it, I literally, I take it, and where I want my bow, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I always have 1 in the back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're gonna put it right here, just like so. And then I'll put it on my sewing machine and sew it in place. That's how we do that. And don't worry about if it's uneven, because you can always go back and cut it to make it even. This part is very simple. This is the easiest part of the skirt, obviously. Just like so. So you see that? Now, I'm gonna show y'all. You wanna make sure you always have that seam lined up even so you know where your bow is gonna be, how they're gonna sit, and where you're gonna place them. So go ahead and make your little bow. And I'll show y'all in a second when I kind of perfected a little bit, you know. Doing the best I can do right now. And I don't want it to be too big and bulky. Okay, that's perfect. And I will cut off some of that tulle so it's not as long. And boom, there it is. Now, when I sell the skirts, when I ship them out, I do not stitch this together. So that way when you wash it, because tulle can kind of clump up when you wash it and you dry it, and it'll clump up and look just like it's a done deal, like it's a wrap. So I don't do that. So like when they wash it, they can literally retie the bow and make it look like a brand new bow again versus looking real old. So that's one. Let's keep moving. This is the second one. I'm trying to move fast, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm moving like molasses today. Don't funny. Okay. Instead of stopping and tying each bow, I'm gonna just go ahead and get them sewed on there so y'all can see what it's looking like, the final product. So I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna put the one in the back so we know where the back center is. Sometimes that fabric and stuff start getting thick. The more and more layers you add, it gets thick. What's going on here? Just kind of try to snag up in there my thread for whatever reason. Unless I must be running out. Okay, so that's the back one. So we got 2 more to put on here. I know it's looking a little crazy, but it will not look crazy when I get done with it. Go ahead and sew this one right here. That's the 5th one, and we got 1 more. Put it about right there. We got all 5 bows on, and I will tie them off real quick and show y'all what everything looks like. As soon as I clip off this extra thread. The inside seam snagged a little bit, but it's not really noticeable. Okay, so that's the first bow. Let me put these sleeves up. It's kind of getting in my way. All right, here's the next one. And just cut the little excess off. And that's the front of it. See? And let's get the back. Sorry, y'all, I'm kind of focused here, so not doing much talking because I need to really focus on what I'm doing and make sure it's right. But this skirt is super duper cute. I'm getting ready to come out with a new style that I've been having in my mind that I wanna create. It's gonna be very beautiful. So like I'm gonna be making ruffle skirts, dresses, dresses that gather. Not just for infants, it'll be for infants, toddlers, school age, teenagers, and women. So everything that I make, I can literally make it in any size for any age. So keep that in mind if y'all ever on a shop and y'all see something y'all like, but y'all don't see that you can get it or purchase it in your size. It's because I haven't created a listing for it yet, but it doesn't mean that it can't be done. I can easily go in there and create a listing. So just keep that in mind. Again, y'all come on my shop, show some love. You can find me at Melanin Wisdom Garments on Etsy. You can also Google me. Just type Melanin Wisdom Garments in on Google and I will pop up. And then that'll take you to my shop. Alrighty. And that is what it's looking like, ladies. Let's do a whole 360. Like so. That is what the skirt is looking like. I'm gonna have to get them bows and make them. Am I back at the back of the skirt? Yeah, let's go to the front. Alright, so that's the front. And that is what everything is looking like. So the only thing that is missing on this skirt is the pink fringes. The fringes are, give me those. I just haven't put them on here yet, but here they are. So the fringe will look just like that on the end of the skirt. Like so. Very beautiful, huh? Anyways, I hope y'all like this video. If y'all got questions, if y'all want to see me make more videos like this, let me know. Leave comments down in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you for watching and shalom.